Cam Wyland. Some of the most memorable character pairings in film and literature are those that team the protagonist with what I like to call the yappy sidekick. Now, if this is giving you images of an obnoxious little runt running around after your purposeful and heroic lead, and generally making a nuisance of himself while said hero is doing his best to save the world, the damsel, and maybe a kitty or two, not necessarily in that order, then you're only partly wrong. The point of the yappy sidekick is both to run around after your hero and to be a little obnoxious, in the sense that he is a foil for your main character. However, this doesn't mean that the yappy sidekick should be unlikable, and quite the opposite, in fact. It also doesn't mean that he should be yappy. Technically, Chewie, from the original Star Wars movies, qualifies as a yappy sidekick, even though he never actually says anything intelligible. Furthermore, the yappy sidekick doesn't even have to be a sidekick. He could be a full-blown partner / co-protagonist, such as we find in Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid, or he could be the protagonist's romantic interest, such as we find in stories such as Jane Austen's Emma. And yes, I just referred to Mr. Knightley as a yappy sidekick. Please don't shoot me. The point of all this is that stories which present characters who have opposing personalities, values, or goals create inherent conflict. This is valuable even within stories that already possess an overarching conflict between the protagonist and a main antagonist. The more layers of conflict we're able to create, the more interesting the story. So, why a yappy sidekick? 2 reasons. 1, the best conflict is often dialogue-driven. This doesn't mean the character actually has to be yappy, but let him be vocal toward the protagonist. 2, sidekicks, by definition, are almost always with the main character, which allows the conflict to be ongoing. Yappy sidekicks aren't a die-hard must by any means, but they're definitely something worth thinking about.